and thank you for staying with us here on Republic TV. In about 10 minutes from now, we're getting you the live pictures of the raids in Kolkata where mountains of cash has been found once again. But the story from Karnataka that we've been tracking through the day, a young boy, man actually, he's 32 years old, a youth, BJP leader, member, hacked to death in Karnataka's Bellare in Dakshin Kannada. Now the barbaric murder of Praveen Netturu has outraged people across the country, not just in Karnataka, because too many people have already been killed because of their ideology, their beliefs, but the silence of the lobby is chilling.
Good evening, welcome friends. From Bajrang Dal member Harsha to Kanhaiyalal now in Udaipur, Umesh Kole in Amravati, these are hate killings, these are planned murders, and these cannot go unpunished by the law. Today, the nation demands an end to the targeted killings. Here are the developments. In fact, we were planning to debate, but before that, we are being joined by Tejasvi Surya, Bengaluru MP of the BJP, and more importantly, Chief of the Youth Wing of the party BJYM. Good evening, welcome Tejasvi. It's an unfortunate incident that has happened in your state. What is the government doing? We know of some actions having been taken, but it's becoming unending. It's your government there, it's your government at the center. Why not pursue this till the end?
Well, Praveen was a young, promising, upcoming leader. He was also a father to a 9-month-old baby. It is extremely unfortunate that we have lost him. In this hour of grief and pain, I offer on behalf of the whole of Yuva Morcha condolences to his family, and also a promise that we will stand with him, his family, in this hour of grief. The government is extremely conscious that we have lost one of our own, a fellow Karyakarta. The government is doing everything in its capacity to bring to justice the perpetrators of this heinous act. A few years ago, when the Congress government was in power, you remember that more than 1,500 charge-sheeted murderers and criminals were released by Congress for vote bank politics. They are the reason behind this cycle of murders today happening in Karnataka. I will reassure you and everybody who is anguished today that justice will be done swiftly, and justice will be done in the most ruthless manner.
Tejasvi, a union minister, in fact the parliamentary affairs minister, has gone on record to hint at the role of PFI and SDPI. And even the Home Minister who spoke to Republic TV, he says the suspicion is on the PFI and SDPI. This Chief Minister calls it a pre-planned murder. Now, there is a lot of anger, and you are aware, you saw the pictures of how even BJP leaders are facing these protesters, and it is not easy, right? And their question is, how long will they have to wait for some action to be taken on either of these groups, the PFI and the SDPI?
Well, see, as far as Karnataka is concerned, for the first time we have a government which is making efforts to institute NIA inquiries when murders of this nature happen. Charges are framed under UAPA where acts like this are considered a terror act. Governments before were letting off these criminals even when they were charge-sheeted. So this is a big change that Karnataka has seen. I'm sure that in the coming days, with all of these cases rapidly progressing towards conclusion and investigation, dossiers which will stand the test of legal scrutiny in court will be presented, and these organizations will be banned. I have full faith in the leadership of the state as well as our party that they will take appropriate action to ban these organizations and bring justice to those who are victims of religious terror.
Tejasvi, are we looking at some kind of deadline? Remember, there are linkages that are being traced in the Umesh Kole case to the PFI. Those are being investigated. Similarly to the Udaipur killing, beheading. We have seen the Fulwari Sharif case where a full-fledged training camp was going on to arm the extremist elements. I mean, how long? We know for a fact that NIA did submit a report seeking a ban on PFI, yet somehow your government there in the center, no action seems to be happening.
Well, I can tell you that at the appropriate levels, discussion and deliberation is going on the ways this can be done, because this must stand the test of court. And in so far as Karnataka is concerned, I want to only reiterate that we did not have governments which built evidence that was required, which will stand legal scrutiny. For the first time, cases are being registered under UAPA. Investigation is being given to the NIA. As long as cases, murders of this nature are considered as isolated incidents and not investigated wholly in a comprehensive manner, we will never be able to nab the masterminds behind these nefarious activities. We will not be able to ban these organizations. So in that sense, we have made tremendous progress in Karnataka, because almost every case of this nature is now being investigated by the country's most premium terror agency. Charges are being framed under the UAPA, which are more stringent than the 302 IPC. In that sense, we are making progress. But like every Karyakarta, I share their anger, I share their pain. I know that, justice needs to be done more swiftly. I urge the state government to act much sooner.
Okay, my last question to you. Tejasvi, now there is a pattern to the killing of Kanhaiyalal. It started with a post, with the case of Umesh. And in this case, there are people already saying, why are you jumping to the conclusion that he was killed over a post? But is there any doubt that this was a targeted killing?
There is no doubt that this was a targeted killing, which is why we have specifically made the demand for an NIA inquiry and also framing charges under the UAPA, because this is not murder, this is an act of terror intended to create disharmony in a section of society and create terror in the hearts of people who want to join this organization. So this is deliberate, this is planned, and is a part of a conspiracy that has been executed.
No problem.
And the masterminds cannot be let away, scot-free. So the investigation has to be comprehensive, it has to be thorough, it has to be total, and it has to be swift. So I have full faith that our government will do justice. And the day after tomorrow, along with all the Yuva Morcha office bearers of Karnataka, I will be visiting the family of Praveen Nettur, offering our personal condolences and assuring all kind of support on behalf of the Yuva Morcha.
Tejasvi Surya, BJP MP there. Thank you for joining us, Tejasvi. Let's see where the story goes. All eyes on the Karnataka government